And we're back. Cool. So, you guys defeated the well, you didn't defeat the plant, but you stopped it from getting Bork. You killed a couple of wolves who did not get Bork. Bork is now an ally for you guys. But the day is not yet saved. There are children to be found.
Yeah.
And you guys did run away from the tracks to save Bork. Bork,
I have
however,
a priority straight.
Bork is an
Does
ally that
anyone-
does. I'm sorry?
Does
Go ahead.
anyone have rope that we can use to fashion a leash for Bork? So he doesn't run
Yeah,
off
this
Doesn't need
again?
a leash.
We have
But
vines.
he's a good boy now.
Yeah.
We do have the vines.
We also want him to track, so we probably don't want to restrain him too hard.
Yeah, Bork's a good boy.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, and he, as an ally, he does help with tracking, with survival checks. So, if Victor wants
Go
to
Bork.
have him as an ally for now,
Sure.
you can do that.
I think that makes sense.
So cool. Second rule of the tracking. Once again,
Okay.
you guys can try to help Jim with other types of roles if you want. Perception, investigation, whatever. Insight, whatever you think. Or not. Or you can just let Jim roll.
I'm
Gonna
gonna
help by
try
not standing
and
in the way.
That's very fair.
I'm gonna try and use my perception to just look at the plants and see if I can see any noticeable damage or anything that would tell me if there's in a particular direction and try to help him.
Okay. Go ahead and do perception for helping Jim. Jim can roll his survival check with +2.
That's a natural one.
Eesh.
Yikes.
Survival so far is 24.
Right, if it's 24, I don't think I need to help.
I should
Well,
not
actually,
have.
Keisha actually got in the way,
Yeah.
so he might need the help if you want to help. You just saying.
Okay, I
as
will
the
help
GM.
with investigation then.
Okay.
Let's see. Just helping, again, further investigate the tracks or try to find the tracks that we had left to save Bork. Oh boy, that's an 8. So I don't think I help.
We're just making it worse.
Jim, you're pretty sure you had it, man. These people are getting in the way.
The dog is distracting. Like, you want to try to help, but you start petting the dog.
You and Bork immediately got it right back into it. Like Bork had the scent, man, and you were finding the steps, and people were like, "But hey, what about this broken plant over here?" But hey, yeah, that it comes up to the first failure of the group. You guys lose a little bit of time. Let's do another one, another round.
Okay, I won't help this time.
No, I'm gonna stay back.
Let
gonna
the pros handle it.
I'm gonna spend 2 MP to add 3 to the test, so it's roll +5 because of
Yep.
work. So 28.
Go Bork.
Yay, Bork.
Holy crap. Second time around, Jim's like, everybody shut up. Or everyone shut up. Just does his thing and actually gains back the time that you're about to lose. Actually, 28 is pretty good. You're following this track, and switch the thing here. You find this very big like rock. And at first you're like a little bit thrown off because the tracks are going to the rock. And you're like, okay, did they climb the rock to try and throw us off or something? Like they didn't seem to try and throw us off this far. And you see the tracks kind of lead up to a bush right in front of the rock. Which for you with a 28, you're like, I know exactly what this is. This is somebody hiding a cave.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, you do your best to push aside the plants, and there is a way through. And it does seem disturbed recently. And there's a cave inside. As you look at the cave, those of you without dark vision, you don't see anything. It's like the light of day refuses to go in. For those of you with dark vision, dark vision helps you to see in the dark. Doesn't mean you see perfectly. You can see in there. It seems like a long cave. You can see up to, I think, 30 meters. It's pretty long, pretty far. And yeah, it's a dark cave.
Who can
We gotta
see?
go
Because I
in.
can't see anything.
Yeah.
I believe I just have normal dark vision, not. Well,
I
no,
don't-
that's
I
why I
don't
have the
have
eye patch. I shifted to the other eye, so this one that's been used to the darkness.
Amazing.
Does anyone here have
Mythbusters.
dark
that is
vision?
why people are used to.
I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also have dark vision. I believe.
Cool. Maybe you should lead us in.
Yes, please. And I'll walk with my hand against the wall.
Yes, we will hold hands.
Yeah. We hold hands and walk with.
Are you all going in at the same time? Somebody's cutting ahead. What are you doing?
I can go ahead since I can at least see what I'm doing.
Yeah, and I'll come with you. You and I can.
But you
sort
should
of
come,
lead.
yeah, right behind me, so you might actually see better than me, and I just won't fall. I hope. And I'll have my shovel and shield out because you never know. Dark cave. But I'm in my element now, at least. Finally.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Jim, are you bringing up the rear?
Cool.
Oh, that's what I see. Okay.
This is what darkness looks like.
Indeed.
Are you guys lighting torches or anything at all?
I don't have
What
a
are you
torch.
doing?
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
was going to say, do I have a torch?
I think I might have a torch, but
Oh, I have a lamp.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, I'll get out my lamp. I'll get out my little lamp and.
do we want to make ourselves known that much?
I mean,
with
we would
light?
at least
I mean,
like
we
to
just
see
mo-
where we're going.
We also did just move a boulder, which I'm sure made sound.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think a dimly lit lamp would be fine. Just for us in the back who don't have dark vision.
Yeah, we'll give you guys a good leeway before coming up behind.
Yeah.
And Desmond.
Do I see all that?
Yeah, that's 30 meters.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, very cool thing. You can hit a token and command L, and you see what the token sees. That's pretty nifty for GMs.
That's
Oh, so that's why I see nothing.
Yes,
Oh.
that's where you see nothing.
I love
just
it. That's great.
I just need to figure out how to light some lights on Keisha really quick. Ba-da-da. It's bright
Something here.
lights. I think it is like this. I'm not sure. I'll say that it is.
Oh,
there it
that's
is.
awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. There's a little dot over there. Sorry about that.
Stalactite.
No. What did I just drop? There.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Okay, I assume I'm seeing about as much as my friend.
Let me tell you this. Roll perception checks for me.
Yes.
Okay.
All of us,
Everybody.
or just those two?
Yeah. 5 total.
16.
I always forget what my modifier is for perception. Ah, okay.
9.
8 for me. Not 8 for me. 18 for me. So put it in.
So. Oof. Okay.
Oh, it's actually
Well-
11 for me because of Bork.
Oh,
There you
Borg.
go.
Ah.
Boy.
The best. You guys, bringing up the front. You know, especially this is special for. I mean, you both see in the dark. You see in the dark, right? I mean, for you to not see in the dark, you would have to be, you know, I don't know,
To be
in a
magical
coffin
darkness.
under the
Magical
ground
darkness.
Or no light
magical
whatsoever.
darkness, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've not encountered magical darkness much. There are nooks and crannies at the walls in these caves, which just from, you know, experience and just natural formation of rocks, you guess that they're shallow. But you cannot peer into them. It's like there's just like it's like they're liquid, opaque, and with weird gravity just like stuck to the wall. It's very unnerving. And
Can I take
make you
out?
guys
Can I go to one of these nooks? As I go to get closer to one of these darker patches, does it look like a solid mass almost?
looks like
Or
shadows.
liquid mass or something?
It doesn't move, doesn't
As
That's
it.
Desmond
Doesn't
is
change.
going towards the thing, I don't hold him, but I just put my hand at his belt probably, which is as high as I can reach. Just if I don't know something pulls at him, I just try to grab it back.
yeah. Do you
I'm not
put your
restraining his
fin-
movement. just
I'm
trying
not going to touch it. I'm gonna take one of my modified daggers, and I'm going to hold the hilt lightly and poke it with the blade, like poke the darkness with the blade.
just hold his belt just in case.
You poke. Your dagger goes through. There's nothing there. Nothing resists. And then you poke a little bit more, and then like before even the whole blade of the dagger is in, you hit the wall or something very hard,
Wall-like.
like the rock.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's like just a layer of darkness around the cave. Some of these little coves are just still there, but they're being hidden for some reason. I don't know.
Desmond. Oh no, Desmond actually got 18 perception, right?
Yeah.
you guys are still pretty much in there, but you see pretty far, and you can see that the ceiling starts rapidly getting higher, deeper as the deeper it gets into the cave. You can see there's some what seems to be dead animals hanging from some of these stalactites.
That sort of matches
like-
the component pouches. Or
Like
very
dead
like
birds,
yeah.
little animals, weird things.
it's like witchcraft or
But again, the ceiling starts to get pretty high, but there's still like animals hanging.
yeah. I just sort of whisper that information to the rest of the group.
Yes.
I
But
like this.
I
I
keep
don't
going.
like this at all.
Cool. So you guys keep going a little bit. I'll say like some 4 steps. You, Beatrice, and Keisha, as you guys are walking in, you notice that animal's hanging as well. Jim is more focused on something else. He sees what he thinks is the shadow of like a rodent. When like the light covers it and you don't see the rat, but you
See the
see
shadow.
the shadow of the rat, and
Oh.
like as you step a little closer to it, it makes a sound which seems like echoey and very far, and it runs doing like a little bit of a sound like and little like claw noises, and as soon as it like gets to a certain point, it just vanishes. You stop hearing it like mid sound, in the middle of the sound it just disappears. You guys gonna keep going in
I think so.
this friendly cave?
Yeah. It's a friendly thing.
I don't like this one bit. Oh, there's nothing. Doesn't feel like anything living in this.
Cool, I'm actually gonna hit Command L here to see what Keisha sees. You guys keep going. Yeah. Walking.
Are all
walking.
these pockets of darkness about the same size? Like we're not seeing any that seem to be getting bigger, or they seems to be more in a particular. Like as we're getting deeper into the cave, there's more of them.
Yes. There are more, but you're not sure if it's because there are more like, texture accidents deeper in the cave, or if there's just more of them. You do see some larger ones, some smaller ones. They vary considerably. Just like feels like darkness is just spooling in some of these. But kind of in a shallow manner. As you guys get to around here, actually you'd seen it way before you, the two that see dark vision. You see a tiny figure.
Which way?
I'm gonna place him right here. Over there.
Where?
Don't know if the rest of the
see
party
him.
sees him.
I
do
don't
not
see it.
It's really tiny.
You guys doing something?
Does it look like a
I
kid?
know who that is. Oh wait, no, I don't.
I mean, that's a teenager, that's a young halfling if you've ever seen one.
Oh yes, I do know who that is.
Okay,
I was looking at
didn't-
the wrong NPC picture. I was looking at Tiri, the performer. I was like, that's him. No.
Wait, what direction is he in? To the right or to the left?
Yeah, to our left, so up there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can see it.
I go, "Psst, hey kid,
Over here. Come on.
Come.
Y'all sound like you're selling him drugs.
I was thinking the exact same thing, but I was too ashamed to say that.
Yeah, like,
Sounded like they were calling for
call
the
out.
dog
it's
too.
pretty much two skeletons like coming, hey kid, let me show you. Very nice.
Well, thankfully, he has no reaction.
I mean, that tracks. He does seem to be under the influence of something.
He's literally just standing there. He's facing away, by the way. He's facing the other way.
All right,
What?
I
Y'all
whisper back to
see a
the
thing?
rest of the party and say, Grimworth's there, but he's not moving.
Want me to shoot him?
No. The kid.
Not yet, anyway. We don't know what he's up to. Never
He's
say
like
never.
changed rapidly.
Maybe those
So
of us
I-
with dark vision slowly approach, and the rest of us hang back.
Yes, I was
Okay.
about to say I begin to slowly approach Grimworth with.
That's a good plan. Yeah.
Yeah, you and
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'll,
we kind of create a
I was-
circle around them as their just
Yeah.
as a fallback line.
Okay. Like, kind of like this.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Wait, I don't see it yet.
I still don't see it.
I still don't see it.
And I stay to the left because there might come something from that side.
Oh, there he is.
Sure.
Every
Okay.
square counts for me.
Yeah, you guys
still don't
approach.
see it.
So I'll
Just
I
the
guess I'll
smallest.
take the lead and just go up to him and try to.
Sure, then.
My
He's
first
over
thought
here.
is to put my hand through him to see if he's corporeal.
I'll just stand by you
Okay.
and see what you do.
You both go. You both go.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. I'll just.
You both
Go.
go. Um,
We're good.
We goo.
no, this is not Shadowrun. No turn to go. You guys,
Yeah.
Desmond, you reach for the boy. And you, like, a part of you thinks it's gonna be an illusion. And you go for him, and he's not an illusion, and you actually shove him a little bit.
Oh no!
Sorry,
Sorry.
You see him go like whoop, and then he kind of seems to wake up. He like looks around, immediately is startled by being in the dark, looks back at you, see a couple of
Skeleton.
skeletons, and you're like, oh no, oh no no, oh grandmother! Like falls on his haunches, like starts freaking out, freaking the fuck out. He's losing it. He's like, what happened? What am I doing? Where am I? Why are you here? What's going on?
Someone with skin, get over here to comfort him.
I'm coming.
Yeah, we're running forward. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll slowly
run
approach
forward.
and just be like, it's okay. We've come to rescue you.
You know us. You
rescue.
recognize these two skeletons because we grabbed you before.
Well, yeah, you like kidnapped me from my house into Dothan's house, and then I don't remember what happened.
That was helping.
Then you escaped. Then you.
M-
I mean, we don't know how you ended up here, but you walked on your own.
Yeah, don't you
What
remember
is
leaving
the
the house
last-
through the window?
Yeah. What's the last thing you remember?
He says, I don't remember much, but I hear, I have a feeling Salia was calling me. I don't know.
Well, we don't know where Salia
Are
is
we-
either.
Is she here? Did
The
you
Salia who we took you to last night. That wasn't her. That wasn't her.
What?
That was just
It was an
illusion.
illusion. Do
Your
you
girlfriend
remember
wasn't real.
us? Do you remember us leaving the house?
She was
Do
imaginary?
you remember?
This
No.
whole time.
That one time, yes.
You know what? I think this is going to be a long, drawn-out discussion.
Wasn't love. Wasn't.
Adelaide, would you be kind enough to maybe escort our young friend here out of the cave?
As you guys are talking about him and with him, you guys see Grimorph look somewhere behind you, and his eyes widen.
We all turn like
Uh,
Scooby Doo.
Yep.
What? Roll perception checks for me, please.
Okay.
Perception checks.
Whew.
Why boy?
Jeez. 3 is this guy's favorite number.
26 with Bork.
6.
Um, 6.
Yeah, it's not. It's even worse
I
for
see
me.
rocks.
It's a 5.
Good thing we're the ones with that vision, right?
You that can see.
I was gonna say the ones who can't see in the dark can somehow perceive, so it's very good.
We're like,
Yeah.
we see too much. It's just a sensory
What
overload.
what you all see is this stepping from. Well, you guys don't see this. The people that
good.
see this are Keisha and Jem. You look around really fast, concerned, and you see stepping out of one slightly larger pool of shadows, as if it was stepping out of like a door to another room. Comes a person. Comes a person.
A person.
What does this person look like?
Those that rolled pretty low just see like that. They look around back
a
when
shape.
the other people already looked, and they just see a person standing there. They don't see it stepping out of the shadows. What you guys see, with the help of the lantern, green eyes, a tattered white nightgown, black hair, maybe a bit wild, her head at a weird angle, her eyes looking way up into her head,
Oh,
almost disappearing into her skull. She takes another step in your direction, and you see Salia has a severe limp now. Her left leg is much longer than her right leg.
Oh.
Shadows are playing weirdly around her face. The shadows from the little flicker of the lamp. You can see the skin on her face has wrinkled. She looks like an old woman now. Or is starting to. You guys see her eyes are kind of like bloodshot, but it's not red, it's green. Her usual green eyes are bright green, like a sickly green. At the edge of her eyes, you see shadows pooling. It's a weird effect. It looks like makeup, but it's not on the outside, it's on the inside. And as she's slowly walking towards you, she's moving in like jerky kind of movements like this. And she raises a hand at you and like trying her hand are doing weird gestures, but she says, "Help me," in a very sounds like a old woman, but you guys with the high perception can catch the desperation of a young teenager.
I'm gonna run towards her.
She didn't
Let
say
me-
7 days.
Let me let me put here the beautiful token that our friend Liam Kobales made for us.
Liam, yay.
Liam!
as you were saying that, I sort of peeked ahead and looked at the Dothan's family art and saw that beautiful art. Fantastic.
You peeked.
Oh no, you saw that. You're not supposed to see that, but okay.
No, as you were describing it, so it was like perfect timing. I didn't jump ahead.
That was my bad, but yeah. Let me do
Oh,
a
that's
show player
great.
so he shows up a little bit for the.
Oh wow.
streamers.
Lovely.
I was like, wow, you found a token that perfectly fit this character. Like, did you?
Is it maybe custom? Who knows? Yes, it is. Leon Cabales. Check him out.
God bless Liam.
Cool. Yeah. You run towards her.
Yeah,
Um.
she's close.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
She's cold to the touch. Her skin is flabby. If you touch her, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I was gonna try to reach out her hand and either try to do medicine check and kind of debating if I try to heal her.
Okay. Give me. Actually, give me either mysticism or religion, whichever you prefer.
Okay. Religion will be.
Or if medicine is higher, you can do medicine as well. I'll allow it.
Whisper to the boy, "Boy, hide!" And I point.
My
somewhere
medicine
around
and my
here.
religion are the same, so we're gonna.
Okay. You tell the boy to hide. Which direction?
I just point behind me at the rocks, but try not to point to a dark spot that might envelop him.
Okay.
Woohoo.
21. That's pretty good, actually. Cassio, this, like... How much? How much to say is always the question. This girl's turning into something that she does not want to turn into. Something inside of you tells you you can try some sort of ritual to try and stop it. You're not sure if she has enough time for it, if you have enough time for it. But if you're gonna try to stop whatever this is, you think that's what you need.
Oh boy.
I'm not particularly knowledgeable about what's going on here. I'm also me as the person playing this character. I have no idea because I don't think it would be one of my spells. I think it sounds like it's something else.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have time to help her, but I don't think it's gonna hurt to try. Like she's who we came for.
This is more of a thing coming like from your connection with nature and with the Great Mother. Like, this is some insight. You're like, man, I need to really bring the Great Mother's attention to this. Like, perform a ritual and see like if we get the help of the natural energies themselves to try and really do something about this, because this is not something natural. This it's not poison. She doesn't hurt. Something is changing her to something else that is not her.
Would I know if it looks like necromancy?
Roll mysticism.
Or
It sure is dark magic. You're not sure she's being turned into an undead.
I don't listen. I don't want to. Last time I only checked with Gilly and we got ourselves into a heap of trouble, so we should get the consensus of the group. But I want to take the time and see if we can do something for her. I mean, she's why we're here, and maybe if she's better, she might give us some answers.
Look, I recognize darkness when I see it. I wield it. This kind of darkness, there's something about it right now. Whatever you can, I don't know what kind of powers you possess, but I've seen you do some pretty
Do we
nice
think it's
shit.
smart to stay down here? Do we try to take them both to safety? Or at least start to try to move in that direction?
It doesn't look like she has much time.
No,
We could save the
I don't
boy,
know.
but
I'd
Might
almost
lose
rather
her.
send him out and take the time with her, and
okay, maybe
'Cause-
one or two of us could go with the boy.
Yeah, I'll
if
take
he's
him.
safe. Okay, I guess
I would like a person with me.
someone who can see in the dark, preferably.
I can see in the
Yes.
dark, but I'm kind of short-sighted with my helm, so I don't know. But I'll try.
I can, yeah.
So who's going where?
Yeah, I'm grabbing the boy by his collar and just shoving him all the way through. With who's coming with me? Is it
I'm coming.
Keisha? No, it's
Beatrice?
Beatrice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you guys are walking outside. Are you gonna try and perform the ritual?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even
So
though
you
I'm
guys stand
rolling
around.
absolutely terribly.
You kind of like place Salia in this like flatter rock around and in this like shallow, really shallow water, murky water going around. You're just feeling this out. Like you're like, what do I need? I need some chalk. Oh man, I don't think I have chalk. And then you start looking in your backpack. You do have chalk. You grab chalk, start drawing around her. You put the lamp nearby. You actually probably get Jim to hold the lamp.
Thank you.
Or not Jim. I don't know. Whoever. I don't know
Someone.
if Jim wants to stand back. One of you two.
I'm kind of.
Uh,
I want to watch over while we do this, but I also want to ask because I didn't see which pool of shadow she emerged from, but I ask whoever saw her emerge where she came from.
Both of us
She
did,
came
so we
from-
can both point you.
here.
Right. I'm gonna do the same thing where I poke my knife through the shadow.
Okay. You go and start walking that way. Keisha, you're again. This is just coming out of you. You're like suddenly like you feel like an artist painting something, or like a musician just composing. Like stuff is just coming out. You're just drawing circles and just saying things. Sometimes you just make animal noises. You're doing this dance as well. Like, you're not sure what you're doing, but you're doing something. Jim, you start feeling this like this warmth emanating from this, and you're like, oh wow, damn, yeah, she's doing something. You go to the corner and poke the darkness. You hit the wall.
Interesting.
You guys are like, hurriedly escorting him out, the kid out. And then you all see it at the same time. In response to and you can feel this is in response to your ritual, Keisha, but the shadows actually start to move.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And I'm right next to him.
First they look like they are actual liquids on the wall, and you see like a little bit of reverberance, and then they kind of all explode into motion. Kind of just like apparitions, really, just like wisps of smoke flying around. They start to revolve in a circle around the ritual. It's basically this. They're trying to disturb you, to take your focus out of the ritual. And your group can try to do stuff to help, to keep you in your ritual, to get the shadows away from you.
Is there a certain extent I can keep doing this and like just close my eyes and I'm just staying in the moment?
You can try. When they blast through you, they feel very cold.
Yeah.
And you can feel that like that takes away some of the energy that you're trying to summon here.
Do we see that? The ones where or we pass?
Well, you see the darkness jump out of the wall and rush towards your friends.
Beatrice, should we go back?
Yes.
Uh,
I don't know what to
Beatrice,
do
you
about
are
the
my
kid.
friend.
okay.
Well, no, I definitely want to. I'm just thinking about the kid also.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I know the point is to save the kid.
Yeah.
Does it seem that the shadows are coming out of the wall anywhere near where we are?
Yeah.
Or just... Oh, shit. Okay. What
The
do we
counterpart
do?
of this is it does look like the entrance of the cave is a little brighter now.
You know what?
Run, kid.
Run. Just
Yeah.
run towards the light. Don't look back.
Run to the light.
Is well, Athalad's still with us, right?
She is an ally to
Me.
To whom?
But
you. Yeah.
was to me, but while they split off, we even mentioned that when we came in that Athalad could go and
That's true.
escort the child.
If-
Okay.
If
Yeah.
you want to
Let's do
say she
that.
escorts the child, we can do that, yeah. Okay.
Sure.
And that
can
way you
have
just
her-
lose
her
the
bring that-
allyship.
Yeah,
Yeah, you lose the ally,
that's all right.
but the kid is escorted.
Yay. Do we know that he makes it out? Like, can we tell?
Are you gonna wait for them to walk out, or are you gonna go back to help in the ritual?
I'm going straight back.
Yeah, I guess I'll go back to help. Hopefully you guys are okay.
Don't look back.
Uh,
Bork is with us. Everything's gonna be fine.
This seems to be whatever is here. This seems to be its focus at the moment.
I'm gonna do a check per person here
Mm-hmm.
to see how you guys help Keisha.
Okay.
You can either succeed or fail. I have a set number in mind for how many successes you need. And we'll see what happens.
All right.
What checks can we choose from? Can it be anything?
And actually, if you succeed, you stay in the game. If you don't succeed, we'll see what happens. You can try
boy.
anything that you think makes sense to try and fight shadows off your friend.
Would initiative make sense? Because you're entering? It's not really combat.
No, no.
So it's just free for all. We come up with ideas, and however many
Yeah.
we get successful, we okay.
Yep. One at a time.
I have an idea. That'd be stupid. But...
Let's do it.
Okay. Do I get to, yeah, okay. Go
Yeah.
towards it.
As you're
Awesome.
running towards them, it starts getting harder. Like the shadows start buffeting into you. It feels like walking against very hard wind, very strong wind.
So what I do is I try to feel the darkness inside this creature and see if I can feel some patterns that I recognize from this stuff that I do. And I go up to one of them, remove my mouth, my face mask, and open my mouth and try to swallow one of them.
Whoa!
Cool.
Hit the shadow.
As he takes his helmet out, his skeleton helmet out, what you guys see is a skeleton, and you try to bite one of these shadows. What were you
Another
hoping
skeleton.
What skill were you hoping to use for this?
I'll try to use my connection with the Night Mother. And the only power
Okay.
that I have from her is Dark Arrows, so it channels dark energy. Just I'm not using it in the same form that it works.
Okay. So is that a thing that spends mana?
Yeah, it does. It's
Oh, it's the vampiric
it's
touch
the,
thing,
the,
right?
the chicken
Yeah.
eating stuff.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Roll the damage and you can heal from it normally. As normal.
Good. Oh, okay. Oh, I rolled the wrong
Rolled
thing.
as me.
Yeah.
But cool.
Cool.
No worries.
Half that, so 3.
Cool. That's a success. Who else got something?
I could try to intimidate the shadows.
You see that you can sure try it. You guys see that as Gilly bites into one of them, it dissipates, and the shadows kind of start avoiding him a little bit. So as he moves to circle the thing, the shadows start to avoid him.
Okay. I'm gonna try to let out a really loud shriek that's just not out of fear, but out of sheer anger and attack.
Cool.
Fury.
Do it.
Okay, 13 plus 6, so 19.
Woo. Yeah.
I scare the
Cool.
shadow.
You kind of let out this scream. Yeah, like this warrior scream. And the shadows avoid you. Yeah, you create another little pool over there of lack of shadows, I guess.
Yay.
Jim, what you got? You are holding a lamp.
Yes. I would like to try to see if I can do a will check to maybe impose my presence here. Not as intimidation, but as the fact that they should recognize me as a creature of some influence or power over whatever happens next.
Okay, let's do it.
No, 9.
Jim, you're trying to focus on this, on like establishing your presence here. You hold the lamp up, try to get it into the shadows. Something tugs on your foot. You all see Jim being dragged away.
Oh no, is there anything we can do?
We'll see.
Shoot someone for me!
Do you still have Elizabeth?
No, Elizabeth's with me.
Okay, I was gonna say, then how are we gonna shoot someone?
You die hugger.
I'll see you drop the lamp there. Just so you don't have to change tokens. But
Okay.
yeah, you're dragged a bit down. And you you can feel it's the shadows. You're like racing over you, like stealing heat from your body. You don't take any damage yet, but we'll see. Desmond, any ideas, sir? If the other players that have already succeeded have other ideas they want to try, we can do that too.
Yeah. I think my reaction would be I feel like there are two people who are successfully fending off the shadows near the ritual. I worry about how far our ally will get dragged by them before the end of this. So I'm going to run over to Jim, and I'm going to try to... I think I don't have any other instinct other than to just try to hack at whatever's got him. I know they're non-corporeal, but they still seem to have grabbed him. So that's all I'm going to do. I think that's all I can think to do in the moment.
You race over, try to, I guess also hold Jim in place would be a thing you can do.
Yeah, I can either do that. Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, you try to like hold Jim, like get the things away, and sure. Well, give me a melee check.
Sure. Oh, my melee skills, so good. Although I'm using a light melee weapon, that's right.
Yeah.
So I can use
Or
dex.
Dex. Yep.
This D20 has rolled 3 like 20 times tonight.
Whoa. Don't
Alright,
use
11.
it.
11, yeah, okay. Jim doesn't get up just yet. You're not sure if you're helping or not, but at least Jim is not being dragged away.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else got any ideas?
I'm also, after seeing Desmond attack, also sense that maybe I could do the same to help. So I'm gonna go to the area where Desmond and Jim are and just try to hack into the shadow as a melee attack.
Okay,
Well,
go ahead.
Okay, seeing as I'm alone here with the person trying to do the ritual, I'll try to move towards her with my shield up and just conjure up all my will to ward off the things. I wanna use my bulwark still.
Ooh.
and do any resistance test, preferably fortitude. If it's not
Yeah. You can do a fortitude check for me.
Thank God. Okay, so a +2 in that. I spent the mana already. Yeah, the other stuff is high level thing.
Cool.
19.
Nice. Beatrice runs over. She leaves the pocket that she had created, kind of disappears, and the shadows occupy it again, and get denser. But she does manage to free Jim. He's not being dragged
thank you
anymore,
very
and he's
much.
able to get up.
Yay!
You know, Keisha is like dancing around and doing weird movements and stuff, but you kind of see the movement of the whirlwind of shadows, and you kind of get in the way. You just try to like position yourself to kind of get in the way of her. You guys. You guys see the shadows start to dissipate a bit. They start to. There seems to be less of them. Like the chaos seems to be dissipating. You kind of get up, you look around. Keisha, you're jarred a little bit when Salia brushes your cheek. When you look at her, you see some normality seems to have come back to her. She's looking at you straight into the eyes now. And she says, "You have a beautiful soul.
Oh shit.
I want to eat it!" And she attacks you.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh.
Gotta shoot someone. Maybe. I don't know.
Seems like the ritual has failed.
Here's the other
Or this
token
is exactly
Liam
what she
also
wanted.
made.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Let me zoom into.
I was gonna say I can't see. Oh.
Oh.
That is
Oh,
so
cool.
question mark, question mark, question mark.
There's
Nothing.
3 of them.
I'm just gonna
no.
leave it here.
3 question marks,
Honestly.
not 3 the things. Yeah, roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm right up next to it. Great.
In an instant, you see this lovely girl with a sweet face just change. Her right leg gets to the size of her left leg. Her right shoulder seems to pop and bulge a bit. The shadows seems to coalesce around her nails and become these like weird sharp points around her eyes, around her mouth. You see she has dark fangs now.
9. Ooh.
We shall see.
I'm getting some very bad rolls currently.
Okay. Let's see. Who's missing? Jim, Desmond, Beatrice. If you guys don't mind putting the numbers there for me.
Yeah.
And Keisha.
Hoping I'm not gonna have my head eaten.
Attacks you. Uh-huh. She gets a free attack on you. pretty sure she hits. Cool.
Listen, I don't have a high AC, so it wouldn't be hard. I also am still not fully healed from that last thing. So
No, you are not. You take
oh no.
9 damage.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot, yeah.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's not all. I think that was all.
Oh
No.
Die here.
Very possible.
Keisha,
no. Yeah.
you take 2 constitution damage. Please take note of what your constitution score is right now.
What?
And
Like
it has
the-
been
the-
reduced by
yeah.
2.
So it was 16 and now it's 14.
Does she lose hit points?
Yes.
Because of that?
Yeah.
If because of this you lose hit points because your maximum HP are going to drop, then yes.
Okay.
So
Holy.
if it moved from 16 to 14, you lose 1 HP per level, so your maximum HP drops by 3.
Whew.
Cool.
230.
I don't know if there are other things that should be affected by this, but it's not updating with it, so I just did that myself, and I will update my current hit points to 12.
Oh, actually, it's 11 for me because of Borg, so not that it makes much of a difference. But...
It does. You now go before she does.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's very important. The
Yes.
goodest of boys making the difference. You guys see all of this happen. You guys hear her scream, see her reach for Keisha. You see Keisha's arm twist a bit where she grabs. And Keisha screaming for her life. Desmond, what are you doing, my friend?
I'm gonna try to put some knives in this witch. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna start trying to get over here to
Okay.
put some distance in between myself. I'm also trying to eventually get myself in a position to take advantage of Lone Wolf, which is when I get +1 on skill checks and defense if I have no allies in short range, which I know is not the case now. But
Beatrice is on deck.
but I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna throw a dagger.
Throw it.
And I'll start with my single alchemical injection,
Oh,
which I believe was it wasn't written down, but it was a the acid one.
Okay.
What is the? Hold on, let me make sure I have this up for it. Modification. Alchemical injection. Acid, which hits the target automatically. Do you have the ability for the damage for acid? Does anyone know it off the top of their heads?
I think it's something like 1d6, but let me
I
check.
think it's 1d6.
Okay. Well, let's see if I even hit. Let's see
Or
if
maybe
this is
1d6
even-
is fire.
Let's see if this is even a question. So
Yeah. Try and get your hit, friend.
+8, so
I'll
that's
look for it.
25.
25 hits.
Yay.
For a moment, you see the shadows dancing around her. You're not sure exactly where she is, but you're like, well, I'll aim from the middle. And you throw the dagger and you hear her scream.
Okay, so apparently it's 2d4.
Cool.
Okay.
It would have
So
a reflex saving, but I think it's only when you're throwing it.
Yeah, I believe it automatically hits.
It just hits, yeah.
Yeah, it hits the
Pretty
target
fun.
automatically for alchemical injection. All right, so 3d4 then +7 is my total.
All right, your dagger.
+7. Damn.
That plus 7 is amazing.
3 and so 6 plus 7, so 13.
13 damage. Oh,
4
you
of
did a
which
hurt.
was acid.
Sorry, I wanted to clarify. With the Constitution, the 2 points too, I also take that out of the HP as well.
You just reduce your maximum,
no.
but you took
Okay.
damage,
Reduce your
so it doesn't
maximum.
matter.
Yeah,
And
you
then
reduce
the
your maximum.
other
If-
damage, yeah.
yeah, if your health, was above your maximum, then it would come down to your maximum, and so you would effectively have lost HP. But if it didn't, then no, then you're fine.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I mean, you're not fine, but
Yeah, and
No.
you're the opposite of fine.
Just to be clear, you're not fine.
I'm really not fine right now.
making sure. Beatrice.
Okay, I am going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and I'm going to try to stab her with my foil.
Plus 2
do
for
that.
flanking, right?
First, I'm gonna do a thing.
Oh boy.
I have to make it clear, it's not a that I'm gonna do now is absolutely not a thing in Tormenta, but I love it. So she's gonna take a legendary action, and do an extra attack against Gilly this time.
Okay,
The 17 hit you,
not even close.
then she does not hit. Never mind me.
Whoa!
Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. 18 plus 7.
Oh, you hit. 18 actually is a crit for you, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh.
No, I think it's 19. Let me double check though. Oh
It's
no,
a
it is a
foil,
crit
right?
with the foil. Yes.
Yep.
Yay!
Buccaneers.
Yes. Okay,
Creating
so
all the time.
and I'm also
Second
gonna
best class.
do. Well, let's roll the damage and then I'll do the other one. But I'm also gonna act.
Roll.
Yeah.
So the weapon damage is doubled.
Cool. All right, so that's one.
So you
Be 2d6
yeah.
then. Okay.
Yes.
So 3
Plus your
plus
plus stuff.
1. So 4 plus 8. So 12. And
Jeez. He's barely even turned.
I'm also going to use Heroic Surge. So for 3 mana, I can go again. Or I can try to go
Nice.
again. Just gotta keep stabbing. Let's
You guys
see.
stabbing a little girl, guys.
Ooh, this one's not as
I'm beginning to think
good.
it was never.
That
a
little
girl.
girl tried to eat
20,
my
does
soul.
a dirty 20 hit?
Dirty 20 hits.
Yay. Awesome.
Alex is like, oh no. I need to give her more HP.
I'm so happy you guys are doing a lot of damage because you have no idea what's coming.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that was my thing. Is I'm like, I don't think she's the final bad.
6 plus another 8, so 14 damage.
Okay. Cool. You stab her twice with your foil. Rapid moves. You're used to like this is a big bad. This needs to go. This is bad. You just like open these gaping wounds off of her. You see green starts to drench her tattered nightgown. She looks at you like with this darkness pulling in her eyes. And she, what will she do? She takes another legendary action. She disappears.
Oh,
What?
God.
Dang it!
You see her scream in your face, like you kind of shy away a bit from it. And Gilly sees from her back, she just like becomes completely black, as if darkness, and just like dissipates. You don't see her. No mo.
We tried to help her. She wanted to eat my soul.
I don't think that was.
Yeah. Kids
I
these
don't think
days,
that was
right?
Salia.
Just so ungrateful.
I don't.
It might be time to go since she disappeared. And we know that the shadows may or may not come back. I don't feel particularly inclined to go look for her.
I don't think this thing
Gilly.
has left us alone at all.
I don't think this is over.
No.
Okay.
Gilly, my friend. What are you doing?
I prepare an attack
Cool.
for whichever dark piece appears before me.
Yeah.
Cool. Keisha.
Would I be able to like walk to where my lamp is, like just reclaim that and then use my action to heal myself?
Yes.
Please.
You have. I'll say that your lamp is with you. You have your movement and your action if you want. You can heal yourself as your action, 100%.
Yep, I'm gonna do that.
Yay.
Oh, for God's sake! I rolled 2 1s.
Jeez.
It's the constitution damage.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's 4 more points back to me.
Cool.
And just eating up my
One more
mana.
than you had.
Yeah.
Okay, that could be the difference between life and death.
Yeah.
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 Very often.
I'm feeling great, guys.
I've stayed
I'm
up
feeling
because
so
of one
good.
HP a couple of
Especially
times.
in,
So.
yeah, and especially in a system that goes negative HP. So every point
Are
counts.
you? Oh yeah. Are you staying put or moving around?
Well, I guess because I don't know based on what we can see right now if there seems to be an area where it's clear, like you can go, like it seems to be deeper in the cave. Because I'd be interested in going deeper in, but
Why?
otherwise, because let's find out what the hell is happening.
One worthwhile point to one thing to point out is that you are carrying the lamp, and there are 2 of your friends who don't see in the dark.
Okay, I will walk towards them then. Walk toward. Well,
I'm a dwarf and
Yeah.
I don't want to go into the cave, so that says something.
I'll just.
Also,
Doesn't
did
it
you put your
just-
mask back on, or are you still
No.
just
Still just a scout.
So you are
Aw,
an
there's 2
Ostian too?
skeletons.
I am an Austrian dwarf.
Aw.
Hi.
That's
This is
so
gonna be our big
cute.
bonding moment after this adventure.
I'm technically not appropriating anything. It's also my culture.
Try to move there.
I instantly feel like
Okay.
my character instantly feels so guilty in retrospect of all the shit I gave you.
It's
Aw.
fine. I didn't tell anyone.
But also questions the redundancy of wearing
Yes.
a skeleton mask.
It's
Yeah,
a
I don't
family
wear much.
heirloom. It's my grandpa's face.
Cool. Jim. wow,
I
that's
wanna
rough.
stay.
That's rough. Took a second.
I wanna stay where I am and prepare an attack. Like if she appears anywhere into my range, I wanna shoot on sight.
Shoot on sight.
Shoot to kill.
Sure.
She's not a kid.
enough.
Gotta shoot something.
Either way. Either way. Whatever.
Gotta
turns-
shoot something, man.
We were too late.
Cool. Oh, I forgot about a thing.
Oh,
The
no.
thing.
I hate when the GM says that. That means we're gonna get a.
Yeah. Never
That means he
something goes right.
remembered.
This might change a bit what you did in your round, Keisha, but when she hit you, she also caused a condition that I'm going to list for you now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, guys. Y'all thought this was it, huh? This little girl scratching at you, doing constitution damage.
Oh no,
Just
it's
that?
gonna turn into one
Just
of the
that, yeah.
things.
Oh God.
No. Is she? Who knows?
I'm not very reassured by that answer.
You get this condition applied to you.
Weak.
Test of physical attributes, strength, all right.
Ooh.
Cool. I think I already don't have great strength anyway.
It keeps stacking, right? Until you, if I'm not
Yep.
mistaken,
Character
like the
suffers
conditions
bias.
keep getting, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
How
don't
does
get
one
hit
remove
remove
again.
the
again.
Don't
condition?
get hit again, please.
If you get hit again, it gets worse.
Yeah.
And then
Jeez.
So if
even
you're
worse.
weak, and then you can become weakened. Oh my goodness.
I'm just.
Unfortunately,
I don't
this
know
one
if-
does not count as a fatigue condition yet for some reason, so actually doesn't change anything for you because you can't heal it yet.
Gotcha. But
Unless you get hit again.
-2 on physical attributes. Gotcha.
Oof.
Cool. So that was Jim. That's back to her.
Mm-hmm.
What will
Wherever she may
do?
be.
Cool. Here's the thing that she does.
Dies.
Um. Hmm. Sorry, this is taking a long time. Beatrice, give me a fortitude save, please. Fortitude test. Jim, does 21 hit you?
21?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, my fortitude is 21.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm very
Good roll.
fortuitous.
So you
Yeah.
take six lightning damage.
This lightning just comes from
Ye-
where?
From down here. From right behind Jim, you
Ooh.
see it out of the blue, and the light from it, the sparks, kind of call your attention, and you just dodge instinctively, and it arcs past you, just grazes your arm. You take 6 lightning damage. And you kind of just roll out of the way. You see that this lightning just like stays a little bit, like, and then sparks out. You look to where he came from, right as she attacks Jim and hits him.
Oh, Jim.
Or, so it's 7 piercing damage, plus
On top of the
2
lightning?
No, you don't take lightning damage.
Oh, okay.
She shot a bolt of lightning towards Beatrice and attacks, and just literally attacked you with one of her claws. And she
Held
deals you
attack.
7 piercing damage, 2 necrotic damage or darkness damage, I think it is in this system, and 2 constitution damage.
Does my held attack could count as a charge?
Sorry, 1 second. Please make sure to note down what was your beginning constitution somewhere in your character sheets, so we don't forget that. And your character level, your maximum health goes down by 3. What does that number?
But since I didn't move, could my attack action be a charge? It's an honest question. I don't know if it works that way.
Because it's a full action. I don't know if you can hold
It's a full
action.
action. That's why I don't know if it works.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, so
You
so it's
can-
fine. Just
you
so
can
I just
move-
was it.
You
No, I
can
just
move
moved
there
it.
like 4 squares if you want in her direction.
No, I held my action for an attack specifically. I was just asking if
Yeah.
since I didn't move, I could charge, but I didn't
Yeah.
think it would work that way. So I just moved it. It's fine.
Yeah. Desmond.
But wasn't like what about my attack that I left prepared? Can I
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
shoot?
And if
That's
you don't
right.
have
On site.
It's fine.
Site has.
do you have
happened.
that power for not getting the -5 for being right next to her?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
Cool.
Nice.
I do. Nat 20.
Ooh.
Yay.
If there was a time to roll that,
If
So
there
it's
was
23.
a time.
there was never a time.
Wow, you guys are dishing out some damage, let me tell you.
Not
yeah.
enough.
And that was a reaction. She can't even have like a legendary action or anything. That's Desmond.
Oh, sorry. I'm spacing out because we.
It's you.
It is me, and I was waiting for a damage number to be rolled when I realized it already had been. All right, I am going to. I am not quite in range, I believe. Yeah, no, that's 9.6. Gonna move. Here. That's my full movement. And I mean, this seems like. Oh, and here's a question: when she disappeared, did she take my? Did my? Because she sort of dissolved into darkness, or something. Did my dagger fall, or is it still inside her? Is it still stuck in her?
No, it fell.
Oh,
It
okay.
fell.
Well,
It's where she was.
gotcha. I'll grab that at some point, but I don't want to waste time now. All right, I'll throw one of my cruel daggers at her.
Do it.
All right, +8, +8. Nope. That is a 14. I assume that is not going to hit.
That does not hit, my friend.
Yes.
Finally, somebody missed. Jeez. All right, Beatrice.
So I'm guessing the dagger that Desmond dropped is somewhere in my area.
It's like right next to you, yeah.
Can I pick it up and throw it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And that way, if I miss, it'll be closer to you, Desmond. So basically, there's nothing to lose here. Okay, I'm gonna throw it or attempt to throw it. Oof. I don't know. Does 16 hit?
Nope.
I'm sorry.
We had such a good first
She's a
round, and
zombie
now
girl. She has
Can you roll a d10 for me?
A D10?
Yeah, just a d10 real quick.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
Oh, it's an 8.
Cool. Your dagger is right here.
Where?
Wait, where is it? Sorry, I missed
you-
it.
You can't see, it's too far from you, but I think you
Oh,
can.
okay.
I didn't see the ping either.
Oh, I kind of drew a thing. Did it not show? It's over here.
Oh, there it is.
There.
Oh, there.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. So it is closer to you now.
Cool. At the end of your turn, she casts a spell.
No, thank you.
Cool. Cool.
Oh no, I don't.
She casts, and if somebody can help me draw this. She casts darkness. Can you just really quick help me draw it?
Eyes.
6 meters radius, so that's 12 meters, right? So like this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, that's terrible.
Is this right?
Oh, around her. Gotcha.
No, just like I'm just doing the ruler so you can draw the secret line. Okay, I got it now. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, man.
Oh.
How do I get rid of mine? There we go. All right.
Cool.
Oh, cool,
yeah.
cool.
Everybody inside that cannot see shit, even those that do see dark do have dark vision.
Magical darkness. Great.
Um,
Can I see at all into it or no? I assume
No.
not.
Nope.
So I just saw all my friends get enveloped in complete darkness.
Floop.
Yay, it's good.
Yay!
She screams, and that's it. You don't see anymore.
Love it! Love it! Love it!
Cool. Actually, I should probably get her invisible again. That's Gilly.
Yeah, no.
He is in darkness. You can see it. Very realistic.
Yeah. Sorry. Problem. Yeah. So he disappears every time my turn comes. So I guess. Oh. Wishing I had the other powers from my deity, but yeah. Guess someone read my my sheet. So okay, I'll just move out of darkness. Not much. I'll just crap. Yeah, I'll just move this way. Maybe just stand at the edge here.
Okay.
And
So now
again,
you can see
it's-
around the circle, but not in it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I
Okay.
can see like a dot bubble from outside and from inside direction. So yeah,
Are you holding an attack again?
hold my attack again.
Okay. Keisha.
With a little delay, because if some friend of mine just comes rushing at me, I'll try not to whack them.
Yeah. Actually, at the end of Gilly's turn, she attacks again.
What?
Does a 13 hit you, Jim?
No.
Okay. Ah, good for you.
Yay.
Yay.
Dodge one bullet. Yeah, Keisha,
Lovely.
sorry. Go ahead.
So I'm assuming down here there was like no plant life or even like moss or anything that I could use like control plants to try to keep her in one.
No, that's a rough ask, yeah. I know what you're trying to do. No.
I didn't think so, but I thought I'd ask because otherwise everything else targets a specific creature.
It's like someone designed this fight.
So I think I will
Hey.
follow suit. Can I use my movement and then save my action and attack once I see her? I
Yeah.
even can tell you what spell I'm going to use because I'm going to try to use Shatter.
Okay. In my defense, I designed this enemy before you guys made your characters.
I'm joking. Man.
Just to make that clear, okay? I'm not being defensive. You're being
Fine.
defensive. Cool, you're holding shatter. Jim.
Yep.
I will move out of the darkness and recharge my weapon.
Cool. She. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I need Beatrice, Keisha, Desmond, and Jim to roll fortitude saves.
I would rather not.
Cool. And I get
That's okay.
a -2 to whatever I have.
15.
Oh, yes.
Fortitude.
Oh,
So that's now
Thank God.
could have been much worse.
Wait, did you mention me as well? Didn't quite.
No,
I add
Ah,
9 to
come on.
this.
I know.
18.
It's just where she could fit the most people. Sorry.
And Gilly was really wished he could get in on the action of fortitude.
Yeah.
So we
I'm glad I'm fortuitous.
Roll for fortitude.
I used to be, and then now I've got -2, and then my fortitude
right.
already went down 1 because.
wish I was
No,
on
no,
the
I need to be
have
fair.
like plus 10 to fortitude.
I need to be fair. Beatrice is not hit by this.
Yay.
The one who
Too
rolled
far.
well does.
It was an 18 without the +6, so it was still a good roll regardless.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, this is about to get very interesting.
Please, everyone else, stay alive.
Oh wait. Okay.
Keisha
I might have
did not
+1 to that.
save.
That's 10.
Hey, but
I
you're
did
saying
think it
an
was actually
18
a
did
10.
save, so.
The DC is 16. If it meets it, it beats it.
Definitely was nowhere near that.
I'm sure I'm still taking
Whoever-
damage, but hopefully not as much.
Whoever didn't save takes 26 lightning damage.
26.
Oh.
I'm done.
Whoever's
Yeah.
whoever saved
Takes half.
gets half.
So I'm not dead, but I'm almost dead. But I imagine some other folks are dead.
I'm at -10.
I'm not dead, but I've fallen, so
Yeah.
I'm out of
Wait,
action.
so we take half of what? 26?
Yeah, 13
You
damage.
didn't get hit.
No,
is half.
you weren't.
Beatrice
You weren't in the
didn't get
area.
hit.
But I saved. Oh, okay, so I just didn't get
You
hit.
didn't.
period.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it-
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, you didn't get hit at all.
Yeah, despite rolling well, it didn't matter because it turns out you didn't get hit.
Remember, guys,
It did matter.
shoot
'cause
things.
Half damage is a lot.
Wait, so who died?
No
I did.
one's
Nobody
dead
died
dead.
yet.
No,
Not dead
not-
yet, but I might be pretty soon.
What are the rules again? For I'm at -10.
no.
Half negative half your full HP.
So if you get to -15, you are dead.
Yeah.
Oh joy! So I'm
Yeah,
real
You're
close
still
to that.
alive. Is there any condition set once you hit negative?
Just
Yeah,
zero,
you're bleeding.
zero,
So
zero.
you're gonna do Constitution saves. Actually, just Constitution rolls
Okay.
on your turn.
Fortitude.
Which
Isn't it?
I get a
Or just
-2 to
straight
because I'm
Constitution.
weakened.
It's
Yeah.
Constitution, yeah. It's the one roll that is just Constitution. And since we get to this point, I'm gonna go and figure out what that is. Desmond, you know roughly where she is. You could attack her if you wanted. She does have camouflage, which means like together with your roll, you're gonna roll a d10.
Yeah.
And depending on what you get, you just miss automatically. But you can try to attack her if you want.
Absolutely. I don't have anything What was the general vicinity? In the is it in?
Here.
It's in there. I'm going to move myself
By the
over.
way, just to describe what happened.
Oh yeah.
You guys saw this wave of like you know, have you seen those like Tesla coil like things that like shoot lightning everywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Just basically that. Just go and she screams like this angered scream. You guys think you've heard her a lot for her to be lashing out this much. But yeah, please go ahead,
Excellent.
Desmond.
I'm gonna move over to Jim.
Yes.
Just to be. So how does stabilizing work? Because Jim, you're down, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Is stabilizing an action I can take? In T20?
It's a
I
it's a
think you
healing.
have to
Yes.
have heal.
It's a healing action.
So I have to
healing
have a
test.
healing skill trained, right?
Not trained.
You don't have
I
to have
think
it
you can
trained.
just do it.
You needed to have a kit for it.
Oh,
I
right.
do not have a kit for that. Oh
which
no,
you
I have a
don't, so
medicine
you
kit
get a-
actually.
Oh,
Oh
I have
shit!
a medicine kit in
Never-
my equipment.
Hey.
So you can.
I don't
actually
have
Never
any
mind.
bonuses to it, but I have no negatives to it.
it's
Yeah,
DC
you don't get the
15,
penalty.
and you just can use it. Yeah.
All right.
Yep. That
At this point, I don't even. I guess no. I actually see. I was right here, I believe. Correct.
yeah.
Yeah, you were closer. You both went down. I'm just going to the first person. I'm not showing favoritism. I promise. I'll try to stabilize Jim.
Give me a what is it? Give me a perception check, really quick.
Sure. 9. Not great.
Cool. Roll your healing
All right, let's
test.
see.
Thank you.
Hopefully that wasted your bad roll for now.
Nope, that was very, very bad. That's a 4.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, but I mean, you're
put
like
my
you're
bony hands on
you're there.
on one thing, and then another blood spurt of blood pops out.
yeah, you stop this
Trying to
plug and
plug all
this
the
other
holes.
ones, please. Yeah, putting your fingers in them. Oh man, cool, amazing. But I mean, like you got your kit out, you're kneeling beside your friend, like you're doing this. I'll probably give you a bonus next turn. Beatrice, you're in the middle of the darkness still.
I
You saw-
am.
You saw this explosion of lightning almost get to you in the middle of the dark. You kind of see the general vicinity of where she was, if you want to go that way. You can't see Keisha, you don't know she's down.
Okay, I want to
Or Jim.
move, because if I try to throw something in that general direction, am I going at it with disadvantage because I can't see?
Not disadvantage. You can attack her, but like I said, she has camouflage.
Yeah.
So you're gonna roll a d10 as well, and if you get, I think it's 1 or 2, you just miss.
Okay. I think I'm gonna move out of the darkness because I'm the last one in here. I don't know that, but I'm gonna move.
Sure.
Let's see.
Is it darkness or total darkness that she casts?
In here, dark, total darkness. No, but mechanically it's darkness.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna move out here. See that my friend is injured, but I don't have a
Right.
medicine kit or anything, so there's nothing I can do. But at least I'm in the vicinity.
It says you can, but you take a -5, which is pretty steep. But
Unless you have like a +10 medicine, then it might be
yeah,
worth it,
yeah.
but-
Unless you have like a really...
Let's see. I don't think my medicine is a +10.
It's a healing.
Oh
Sorry,
yes,
yeah.
Healing, yeah.
Wisdom
What is it?
based. It's right under knowledge.
Nope. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to help.
Yeah, no.
However, I will ready an action for when our friend appears again.
Okay, would you say you like move up to your friend to try and check on her?
I don't know if I have enough. Wait, let's see. I moved. I was here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I can move one more. 6? Yeah.
Pretty sure you were here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you could get. I mean, that's enough anyway.
Yeah.
You could get here if you wanted. Give me a perception check really quick.
Okay. Ah.
Sneaky
Oh, boy.
perception check. Something
It's,
else is in this
9.
cave. That's what I got.
I don't think I'm gonna perceive it.
Yeah, you guys are not helping me help you.
So I feel like something is happening to something, and I don't like it.
I mean, you can always
Who
say
knows?
suddenly Jim restores his strength and his musket doesn't need to be recharged, and he can just shoot and shoot and shoot. But
Roll a
saying.
D100. If you get 100, I'll say that.
don't do this to me, man, because the mojo sometimes can happen.
No, if I say it, it's
That was pretty
It's in
close.
his name.
close.
It's in his
Oh,
name.
that was very close.
Close.
That was
man.
so close. Definitely worth rolling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Gilly, my friend, what are you up to?
Nothing, I guess.
You see this explosion going on the other side.
Yeah. I do.
I don't know if your friends say anything about it or. Jim! My friend from so long ago, probably just a week.
I guess I can walk 4 squares in that direction. You know what? Screw this.
Or, you know the general direction she attacked from. You can try and charge her if
Which-
you want.
Which is?
Around here.
Oh, I don't think I can go that far.
For this, we would do just measure with the ruler, because you have to do a straight line anyway.
Alright.
So it would be double your movement, so 12 meters. You get about there, yeah.
Yeah.
You get like over here. And try to swing.
Like a ram. Can I do something about you know what, actually I'll do this and just negate the bonus for the attack, but I'll get a +5 in defense to my next turn.
Alright, cool.
Nice.
So I'll do a defensive charge, I suppose. Yeah, like,
it's like confused. Am I doing this? I guess I am. Sweet.
Yeah. so-
Roll an attack and roll a d10. Well,
Yeah.
never mind.
No, never mind.
Oof.
Cool.
But I'm defensive.
Yes. You see. You swing. You hear the noise of somebody like surprised, right? You miss.
Oh.
But you like kind of like, oh, I almost got her. And then you hear a similar sound that you already heard before of her like dissipating.
She's
she
gone
does-
again, guys.
She does a little noise, and actually, as she does, you're kind of
she
waiting for
farted.
something to happen,
Not sure.
and maybe both, and the darkness actually disappears.
Hey, we can see again.
Yeah, I'm still on the ground.
Yeah,
So now I can see
that
my
was.
falling corner.
She might do this again. I'm just gonna. No, don't delete it, please.
I
Please don't do it.
Did I delete it?
Did I delete it? Damn it.
No, I deleted. It's my circle.
It's all good. Anyway, cool. Yeah, she disappears. The darkness disappears. The darkness in the wall seems to be like much more aggressive. It's kind of like almost reaching out. But for the moment, I just need Keisha to roll 1 Constitution roll for me.
Yeah.
So
I'd have
roll
a,
your Constitution, roll a d20, and then add your Constitution modifier.
so because I'm weak, I would -2, but then I have a +2 to my Constitution, so it's just a straight roll.
The -2 that you got was like to the
To the actual
It says-
skill.
to the yeah. So it's just a -1, right?
Well, are you saying your
Minus
Constitution
2
was
to
2
tests.
to begin with? I mean,
Minus
2
2
to
to
begin
tests on physical attributes
with? Yeah.
and on
Oh, right.
skills
Is it
based on
just
those
a-
attributes.
Another one. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So straight roll.
Not fun, guys. Not fun. What you get?
3.
How much?
3.
Oof.
Keisha has a death
Okay.
wish.
Okay, this
all
is
of my dice have
bad.
betrayed me. All of them. I have
Okay.
tried all of them multiple times. They have all betrayed me.
I'm gonna roll the d6 because I don't trust you to roll the d6 of damage that you're going to take from bleeding.
Oh, I need under 5 or I'm dead. I need under 5 or I'm dead.
Yeah, you take 4 damage from bleeding.
Oh my gosh.
I'm at -1. And I have healing stuff, but I can't do any of it.
Oh jeez.
Jim,
Constitution.
same deal, friend.
Nat 20.
Yay!
Yay.
Yeah, I think you're back at 1, right?
No, I'm
Or is
just
that a-
stabilized.
You're stabilized?
Really?
Cool.
That doesn't put
Isn't
you
it?
at 1 in T20.
I think it's a D&D thing,
Yeah, probably.
unfortunately.
Yeah, you just automatically save if you. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just as
Oh,
long
yeah.
as she doesn't, kick my body, I'm fine. But I won't be getting up anytime soon.
Jeez.
Cool. You are stabilized. Desmond, give me another
soon-
perception check, please.
Yes,
Jeez.
sir. Hey, not natural 20. My best
You
perception
start,
roll
like-
so far.
You start like trying to clear some of his clothes to see the wounds, and try to patch the holes. There's a little bottle in one of his pockets in his cloak.
There is? I look at it. What do I see? I grab it.
It's a potion.
Hey.
Is it what color is it?
You can tell.
It's
Oh,
dark.
I take them. Oh, it's too dark? Or
Yeah, you're only seeing this with like dark vision. I mean, it's a little bit of light from Keisha, right?
Yeah, I still got the lamp. I'm on the ground,
if
but
you had
there's
to
still a lamp.
guess, if you had to guess, it's red.
I grab it.
Cool.
I grab
You
it
give it
and
to Jim. But you
um,
drink it.
That's a good question. My other thought was also I could run over to Keisha and hopefully that would.
him.
Yeah, because Jim is
Oh,
stabilized.
sure.
But I
That's
also
up to you.
we're still in combat and I couldn't get to Keisha in one round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
attached
I
to
could
a
I could get
dagger
over
and
to
throw
her
it.
in one round, but I couldn't give her the potion in the same round.
Yeah.
You could also
You could move a little bit that way.
Wait,
I would
could
say
I
it's
give?
like a movement action.
you could
to
give it
find
to
Could I-
stuff
Gilly.
in his pocket.
I was about to say, could I? Can we do a relay race?
Sure can.
Wait, By the way, do not drink the potion.
Oh,
You
yeah, don't.
specifically, do not drink the potion.
Oh no,
It's
I
poison.
know. I do know that.
Okay.
I do know that.
I think you were considering like, oh, I'm a little bit low. You kill
No,
yourself.
I know. I would kill myself. I know. That I do
Wait,
know.
if you drink healing potions as an undead, you die?
Uh-huh.
You take
And
damage.
receive any healing, we take damage.
Yeah.
That's why
What?
I was killing
It's like
chickens
Final
because I
Fantasy.
cannot heal otherwise.
Oh
I was
my
not being
God.
mean. I was trying to survive.
No,
That's
come on,
healing
it's a-
magic.
it's a
crazy. I
death ray.
forgot
Healing
about
magic.
that.
Yeah. Healing magic
It's a race against-
damages us, and then darkness magic heals us.
It's good.
It's a race against the time here, guys.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Desmond?
I'm moving up. I'm saying, I think I found a healing potion on Jim. Jim seems stable. We have to
I
save
don't think I
Keisha.
can. No, wait, I don't think I can reach in time.
Oh wait, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, you have,
No, you
how much
can.
movement
You
do you
get-
have?
4.
You get to here, no?
Yeah, you get to here, and you're
You're
adjacent.
here.
Oh, right, because I'm adjacent. Okay. So give it to me.
Go, go,
Cool.
go, go, go.
This is maddening.
I hope Cindy
All right.
doesn't get a negative. Doesn't get
Uh,
a. Oh my god.
Beatrice, what do you do?
Okay, wait, how much do I have? 1, 2, 3.
I could have thrown it to Beatrice. That
I
would
was
have been a
gonna
good
say
idea.
you could. I said you could attach to a dagger and throw it.
That thing it would have shattered on the ground next to
No,
Cindy. I
please.
could just tell I would have rolled a natural one.
I already have an action readied. I can't ready another one, right?
I mean, now that it's your turn, that action expired, you can ready another action.
Okay. Yeah, since I know the potion is coming, there's nothing I can do. I'm gonna ready another action.
Okay. Cool. Healy.
Oh,
I was like,
I was
okay,
also.
another legendary, right? Okay, I rush
Things
towards
explode. No.
Keisha, and I just feed her the entire bottle. Might not be enough.
I'm not even 100% sure it's a healing potion.
I
Who
hope
wants
it
to
does.
roll 2d8 plus 2?
Oh, that's pretty good.
I'm not rolling it. I am rolling shit.
Okay, I'm gonna
Haley, you roll it.
2d8 plus 2.
That's right.
16?
Nice.
16, does it?
Hey.
I have
Fine.
two.
That's
I have
pretty
2
good.
hit points now.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was a great roll.
I was fully ready for you to roll 2 1s and was like, man.
Yeah, no. That's the expected. Yes.
Cool. Keisha, will you wake up with the weird taste of something being put down your gullet, but feels good and warm?
And the visage of
Sounds
death.
terrible as I say.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
Skeleton's doing it.
staring at a skeleton mask and having a hot moment where it's like, "Where's the great goddess? I was promised an afterlife." Oh wait, you.
No, you're fine.
Thank you.
I mean, you're not really fine, but you're fine.
Right, yeah.
Wait,
better
are
than you
you
were
out of
before.
the negative now?
Yeah, she
I'm
wake-
out of the
she woke
negative.
up, yeah.
I got 2 hit points.
Hey.
I can do stuff.
Holy.
That's a good
okay.
time.
I can do stuff with that.
Jim is down though, so yeah, let's.
No. I got
Yeah.
plans.
For
is
the
down,
moment, I
you
needed
and I are
needed
low.
to make sure Keisha was gonna survive this. For the moment, we're out of initiative order.
Oh, thank God. Oh man,
Um,
that was a gamble.
Not that you guys are out of danger or anything, but for the moment, you're okay.
We're gonna take a quick long
Um,
rest.
Yeah.
Can we
Which
quickly
wouldn't help
sleep for
'cause
8
we
hours?
would heal like 3 points, and that would
Hey,
be-
we're underground. This counts for me,
Well,
right?
It does. It does.
I see if I can, like, Gilly, can you help me up? Can I kind of use you as a crutch for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
So,
Pop off your femur.
kinda-
Be like, there's your cane.
I hobble over to Jim and
Jim?
touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brain was like, Victor, Lucky, what was his
Jim.
Jim. Put my
All of
hand
them
on
correct,
his.
but
Yep. Put my hand on his shoulder and cast heal wounds, and you get 12 hit points back.
Oh, that's
Yay! Nice.
Jim wakes up with the musket in hand.
Gun goes off.
Fire.
Dear
He
God,
fires
do
into the
not
ceiling.
shoot me! Dear
you.
Goddess,
Thank you
do
very
not
much.
shoot me! I've already been
no.
shot. I've already been attacked by someone who I helped. Do not shoot me.
not again.
Cool. So you guys are over here.
I go to Jim. Oh, by the way, we used your potion. Thank you.
Had a potion? All right. You're welcome.
Not
I'm
anymore.
also
Not
gonna
anymore.
rejoin the folks.
Sure. Yeah. Move where you want to be. Keisha, give me a perception check really quick.
Oh God, I trust none of my dice. That was pure luck. That would be a 28.
Yay!
I mean, with plus 11, it's easy to roll. Well,
That was a
it
17
must-
though. I've been rolling like 3s and
it's
2s
not a hard
and
check.
5s.
You also have a potion in your pocket.
Hey!
Chug.
Who snuck these
Alright, yep.
potions into our pockets?
What is?
Yep. Pop the cork on that one. Down that sucker. I always roll shit for myself. But I get 8 more.
Yay!
Hey, better than you were.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you still have mana.
Yep. Nope. I
You
can.
can
I can.
roll insight, you and Jim, for me, please.
Sight.
Okay.
14.
Kind of looks. Yeah, it's kind of cocked, but it's basically 4 plus. What do I add for insight? Something. So 11.
Jim, there's something scratching the back of your head. Like you're. Where did you and Keisha go again? The two of you? You can't quite place it.
No.
You guys hear noises coming from this direction.
Okay.
Okay.
They sound like
Nope.
Can we leave now?
We go
No.
home, please.
shadows start to move around the corners again.
Ugh.
Okay.
Is anybody doing anything else?
Can anyone shoot darkness into me?
I can shoot the darkness.
Yes, actually, it's my last mana, and I will caress you.
Oh,
Well, you just take the damage. It's actually better to use on you because you'll just heal entirely, and I won't get anything back because I won't do that. So I'll give you.
Actually, he still heals half, right?
No, only if I
I heal
deal
darkness
damage,
damage. I think
and then I
entirely.
take half the damage.
Oh, nice.
So there you go, 9.
Nice.
So I appear over there and touch you and cause you some necrotic damage.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Alex the human
Yeah.
appears.
But while this
That
is
is
happening,
tremendously helpful.
So you're
think-
healed by 9. Namoy is healed by 4.
I am. Oh. Thank you, Dark Mother.
Don't you get half of the
only
damage?
only if I actually cause damage. I healed him, so I don't get anything back. This is like vampiric touch.
But it's, I mean, for
I'll take it, but it's not like I understand the rules. Like,
it just
it
says,
says- HP equal to half the damage caused, and I didn't cause damage technically. I healed.
but
Yeah.
I recover HP from darkness damage. So you have to do darkness damage to me to recover HP. For me to recover
Some
HP.
good lawyering there.
I'll take it.
Some good lawyering.
This
Anybody
is
else
actually
doing
really
any
good for the
other?
both of us.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's
Can-
I wish I had
fantastic.
more mana, but yeah.
Yes, Keisha.
So I'm gonna use one of my powers that's blessed holy symbol. So I think she's probably wearing like on her leather armor like a symbol of the Great Mother. And it starts glowing. And anytime I use divine spells, it decreases my the cost of my mana by 1.
Okay.
And then for that, I don't know if it applies to my vital communion at all, because it costs 2 mana points, and then I'm assuming it would cost 1 to cast the healing spell, where I can give one creature like let's see, regain amount of the HP equal to half the. So basically, like I could heal me and Vector a little bit more, and like give one of us half of whatever's healed.
Oh yeah. Isn't that you have to pay extra for that, or is that like seems to be a passive thing? You can link it
So
for us to take a look.
Yeah. So that go in.
Uh-oh, did we lose someone?
No, I'm still here. I just covered my camera.
Yeah. So you could do that. Right now you're out of combat. I mean, it would be the same, but almost the same. But right now you're out of combat, so you could just spend 1 mana heal, instead of 2 mana in heal and then half heal.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, but I do
putting it out
think
there.
yeah, that makes more sense. I do think in case I want to use any of these higher level things, I will keep the blessed holy symbol though. So I'll do that, and I'll do a heal for me and another heal for me, another heal for Victor.
Go for it.
7 to Victor.
Thank you.
And actually decent. Okay. 7. Okay. 7 plus 5, 12, 14 to me.
Hey.
All right.
Wow.
I'm looking at a good amount better now.
Great. You
Get rid
guys are hearing the laughter. It seems to be coming closer and closer and closer. You guys are getting really
can I
freaked out.
stand at position, like,
Position
From this direction,
yourself where you
right?
want.
where is it coming from? From up
This
there?
way.
So I'll just
From up, yeah.
say shoots up.
I say we kind of form a line, like first row, people who are doing okay, second row, people who are not so
I'm
hot.
doing fine.
Well, I'm probably
You guys,
melee.
go ahead,
You're
go ahead.
fine now.
Position yourselves, please.
It's also
Didn't
the
hit
dark
me,
vision
so-
to think about.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need a light. So I
I
actually
got
have
my
to stay
torch,
by.
my
Okay, I'll have to stay by you then.
lamps. Yeah.
I'm fine. The skeletons can
Yeah.
can take the lead.
This is a good lineup. I like this.
If anything goes wrong, the guys ahead are just dead already.
Exactly. We've
Are we
already lived
going
once,
in a line?
so
Yeah, we did.
Are we going in a line or are we going in like rows?
Well, because now we're both by you, so we both have even amounts of light.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we could go this way too, but
as you guys are trying to position yourselves,
as we take too long, trying to be like,
No.
you there,
as you
you
take
there.
too long, Jim, please give me a reflex save.
Poor Jim, man.
That's you, my friend.
19.
Hey.
ooh,
You feel something reach for your leg as shadows from pull around and try to drag you again. You're ready this time. You kind of jump out of the way. We're gonna start. She gets a surprise round with you guys.
On all of us?
On you guys, yeah. You can't see her. You didn't know where she was. You guys hear her laughter and getting louder, louder. All of a sudden, it stops. At the same time, Jim jumps out of the way of shadows that just like lunge at him. As you guys are looking that way, she appears. Come on. Okay. She appears over here.
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
Uh-oh.
That is so rude.
That is rude. And you just hear a tiny laughter right behind you before she attacks you.
Good laugh.
I don't find this funny.
Does 19 hit you?
Oh, I believe it actually does not. Let me see.
Ooh. I mean, you are.
My defense is
unprepared.
21, so that
I
does
did
not
myself
hit.
the opposite of a favor when I did not put the unprepared condition here.
I have it.
Here it is. You are unprepared.
Okay.
She gets you off guard.
Oh,
So
-5.
your defense is. So it does hit you the first time.
Yeah,
Second
it does.
time she does not hit you.
Oh, okay.
You take some damage. You take
All the damage.
you take 5 piercing damage plus 3 cold damage,
Okay.
so 8 total. And you take 4 constitution damage.
Oh, she does piercing damage, does she?
Yeah. Oh, piercing damage. Yeah, try to do piercing damage to us.
Piercing and cold.
Oh, really?
She,
Even better.
like I said, did not prepare it for you guys.
I believe.
So, you lose 8 damage. After that, your constitution score goes down by 4. Which
Okay.
means you lose 6 maximum HP.
Jeez. And how long does that last? Do we not know?
You don't know yet.
Okay.
It's nasty.
You feel her grab your arm. You feel the bone trying to warp. It's a horrifying feeling.
Ugh.
You're at 25, not 0.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then my constitution, I'll just make a note, is now -1.
Oh, the modifier. Okay.
Yeah.
If at any moment your constitution score goes to 0, you died. Your body can't sustain itself and you collapse and just die. Desmond.
Great.
Wait, so did I die then? No, right?
No, your constitution score is what?
Unless you had like
Not
6 constitution.
Oh, you mean my constitution score goes down?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Whew.
Which affects your modifiers and everything, but
Yeah.
you should a -4 to that. A -4 to that shouldn't kill you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you didn't have 4 constitution before
I don't
this.
think that's
I did not.
possible.
No. That would have been
Okay.
crazy.
I should just sit and meditate alone for a while to get my inner search. That'll be good. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here.
Ah.
I'm just doing some ruler stuff. No, I'm still in.
You can hold. You can go there and hold. I'll move.
Oh wait, I had readied an attack. Can I use that? Or no?
Yes.
Sorry. I just remembered. Okay, I'm very upset. So I'm gonna
Why?
stab her with the foil, or attempt to. Ah, that's the wrong dice.
Why would you
I'll
be
roll a
upset?
D10 for that. Because my constitution is sad.
The Constitution is sad.
So I rolled a 1.
Oh! So it's a hard pass on that attack.
Yeah.
Mr. Desmond, sir.
All right.
I tried.
I'm 8.7 squares away from Geely, so I still don't have Lone Wolf, but I'm
But
close.
you could just hold your action because I'm definitely moving. Go towards.
That's true. Yeah, I'll hold my action for as soon as Geely leaves his
Look
his
at that
current
meta game.
space. I'm going
Okay.
to throw a dagger at a cruel dagger, one of my 3 I have left, at this monstrous lady.
Sounds good. Beatrice. It is you after all.
Yay, okay, I get to go again. Great. Let's see if I can stab her again.
Is Bork
Oh.
just
Do
here,
what,
hanging out
stab?
with us?
Bork's just
Bork?
hanging out.
He's by Jim all the time.
Yeah.
He was bleeding. And
Okay,
and
the
he
dice
was
Been
fell
working, man.
on the ground, but it was a
Bork.
20, so... Ugh.
That's sad.
Alright. Alright, roll that crit.
Oh.
We don't have to count
Thank
it. It's
you.
okay. It was on the ground.
Hey, it wasn't cocked, so
Okay, it was not. It was straight up staring me in the face. Okay. So let's see. That will be 2
was it judging you a bit? Like,
2d6. So 3, 5 plus. I believe it's 5 plus 8, because my foil has cruel. Yes, it's 5 plus 8, so 13 damage.
ooh, okay. Are you gonna action surge?
I think this is the time to, yes. So that's another 3
right.
mana. And
That's
we're gonna
right.
try to hit her again. Dun, dun, dun. 17 plus 7. I'm guessing is a hit?
That hits.
Yay! 3 plus 8, so another 11 damage.
Cool. Cool.
She is a
How's
feisty
she looking?
human.
Yeah,
Yeah, how is she
my hag.
looking?
It's cool. Last time you guys hit her, she was looking about as bad as she's now. Again, she came back a little fresh, same as you guys came back a little fresh, fresher. But yeah,
Great.
not great. She's not looking great.
To be fair, she never looked good. She always looked
Yeah.
scary and
The beginning.
rotten.
That's true. She never looked
Oh,
great.
and I didn't use my movement, so.
So you
didn't
can do that.
also move.
Don't come closer to me.
Let's see. I can't move through people, right? Or
You
is
can.
that...
You
can.
friends,
Okay.
you can.
You can.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Then I'm gonna move myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I'm good.
Cool. Legendary action. She's gonna attack somebody who's near her. Who's going to be?
Oh no.
Oh, there's only Keisha there.
Oh
Oh, I'm
no.
glad I moved.
Oh no.
So sorry. Good thing you got your HP back.
About to all
Yeah,
go
28.
away.
Pretty sure it hits. By the way, my God, my brain is crumbling. Haley, you take
Yes.
3 more damage that I forgot to count. My bad.
Oh, okay. What if that had
Keisha.
killed me?
Yeah.
Luckily, it hasn't. In case you
I-
take 9 damage. Oh yes, and you're also weak now, by the way, Haley. But I'm pretty sure you would have hit anyway with both attacks, but you are
Yeah.
now under the weak condition.
Okay.
Keisha, you take 4 constitution damage.
Oh.
What?
So take your HP down by however much damage you took, and then take down your maximum HP by 6. And your constitution score goes down by 4.
24.
On
Wait,
top
so
of
if your
that,
constitution hit 0, you're dead
Fuck with
though.
that. Love hearing that.
Currently, I'm at 10, so I'm okay because I had high
Oh, good.
constitution.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
I put my points into that because I wanted okay
um,
HP.
however, you are now exhausted. Which means you're weakened. Let me list all the things.
So we can slow it and vulnerable.
Anyway, weakened, slowed, and vulnerable. So here's vulnerable.
Oh my
Slowed, I think,
God.
is just half your movement.
Oh, and -2 to defense. Good.
Yeah, things start to stack. But this is a fatigue condition, which means you can spend extra money and MP, not money.
Money?
We're not playing with money. Don't do that, kids.
You Venmo Alex.
Extra MP, and you can get rid of it.
I'm sure I
this
need to
game
bribe
became
you to
so pay to
stop
win.
hitting me.
Oh.
So yeah, just send me some Bitcoin. It'll go away. Yes.
Holy
That means-
smokes.
Everything's good. No bigs. And we're back. Sweet. So, Gilly, it is your turn, my friend.
Okay. I guess I'll do what's working so far. So I'll just charge at her. Can I charge all the way here, like to the opposite
No.
side of her,
You would stop at her.
or do I have to stop like here? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's enough for my friend there. Does this trigger your thing?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So
you
as
can
soon as
both
that
do your
happens.
attacks.
Huh?
You can both do your attacks, yeah.
Yes. 17 plus 8, 25.
Actually, don't even need to charge, I guess.
Hits. You don't. You can if you want. There is enough space. I think you only need 2 squares. So if you want a +2 to attack, you can do that.
No one is flanking though, so no sneak attack from me. So sad.
No flanking.
But hey, 17 damage is still great.
No, that was to hit.
Oh.
Or the 25 was to hit. The damage for me is 9.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, looking rough.
Hey.
What's your attack, Namue?
Attack towards my router right now that's trying to screw me again. I think I'm back. Is it okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Just a regular flash. Which I think I miss. Okay.
Which one? How much?
14 to hit. I don't think it hits. Yeah, that's it.
No.
I didn't get to charge because the charge would give me a +2.
I'm gonna cast
+2,
Shadow.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I need to move at least 3 meters, I
Alright,
think,
Can't
to
hear him at all. So I
constitute
don't
as
know
a
what I'm
charge.
talking
So I
about.
guess
I don't know why I stopped being able to hear him.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
we can
talking.
all hear him.
Yeah.
I can't hear him. I don't know why.
You might have muted him accidentally.
looked
You can
at-
could have charged. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter.
okay.
No, I didn't mute him.
So, well, I did the defensive thing either way because I needed to do that either way. So it
Okay.
would cancel each other out. Just
Sure.
defensive charging.
Defensive charge. Am I charging? I
Yeah.
think. Keisha, what you up to?
I'm gonna use Shatter. I don't think I need to
Ooh.
touch her, but I'm right there. So, she needs to go ahead and do a fortitude. Let me double check. I think it's a fortitude save. Here, let's put this in the.
What's the DC?
17.
She managed to fail.
Whoa.
What? She looks so fortuitous. Alright, so let's get. That's 1. D8 plus 2.
Yeah, plus 2.
So that's 9 damage.
All
So
right.
I'd probably try to be smart and just be like, you like the scream, and how do you like this? And just the high-pitched noise just right around her. And then, can I move, or would she get an opportunity of attack against
She
me?
would not get an opportunity attack.
It won't get it.
Cool, I'm running away.
Do that.
I think that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And that is my turn.
At the end of your turn, she casts a spell.
Oh no.
As you do.
She
Is
not
that the
stunned?
darkness again?
Just hit me, please.
Beatrice, give me a will test, please.
So she didn't get stunned.
Oh yeah, that's a condition of it. She gets stunned.
Oh, she gets
for-
stunned? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And is
So can
stunned for
she
1
not
round.
Attack.
Oh,
Stunned creatures can't take actions.
Yay!
But I don't know
I
if that
forgot
counts
that
for legendary actions though.
It's called a legendary
MVP.
action, not a legendary reaction. Never mind me. Timothy.
Well, I'll
MVP.
finally be able to
MVP.
use Mark of Prey on her with my last
There you
MP.
go.
And I'll try to shoot.
Hey.
Shoot away, friend.
Oh no. Yeah, that's all.
Oh,
Oh well.
sad.
Ooh.
I agree.
Oof. Sorry, man. Cool.
Not cool.
She is stunned for 1 round. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
She's not doing anything.
Yay.
Until the end of her round, she loses her turn. Desmond.
It's a great spell.
You look so excited, Alex.
Somebody's
It's
going down.
easier to be hit. Oh,
No.
No, it just can't take actions except for reactions. Okay. I mean, I'm good at one thing and pretty much one thing only.
Do the thing.
Throwing things.
You do get a lone wolf now.
Yeah, I had it on my last one too. It just didn't make much of a difference because it already hit. All right. This is my last. I believe, yeah, yes. This is my last cruel dagger that I have on me. The rest are in her.
The rest are scattered.
Oh my gosh, that dice went so far. Died so far. Is that an automatic failure? Be right back.
Okay.
The moment when the dice just run away.
Yep.
Please.
so
Maybe it'll also
That is
be
bad.
a nat 20. This is the luck that I had when it hit the floor.
does it make sense?
In the interest of time, I'm using a different d20,
Oh wow.
and it's going to fail me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Good lord. Hey!
Why is your
19.
thing different from my thing?
Hey.
Sure hits. Actually, is that not a crit?
It is. It is a crit for me.
Roll damage.
So many crits tonight.
Yes,
Alright,
it's cool.
So 2d4. She's still not flanked, but still.
I crit
2d4
with my
plus
times
7.
3 weapon, so I'm so happy.
Yeah.
2, so 4 plus 7 is 11. And I believe that's it.
Did you roll again because you critted?
Yeah, it's just 2d4.
Cool.
So 11 damage.
Nice.
She's
Yeah, I
looking
should
rough.
switch my d20 out.
And you get your thing, your sneak attack.
Oh, because
Yes.
she's stunned.
Yeah, she's stunned.
she's
Yeah. She's
unprepared,
unprepared.
I completely forgot about that.
Which you can
Yay.
double as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's just a weapon damage.
As a weapon.
Lucky can correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's just a weapon damage.
Alright.
Unfortunately.
That's an extra 5. So total of 16 damage.
Alright. Yeah, she's looking bad. At the end of your turn, she dematerializes again.
Fuck.
Beatrice.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna hold my action.
Which
Yep.
is?
Oh, just my foil. Readying my foil.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she appears exactly where she was, because that's the dice I rolled.
Hello.
Uh,
Fine.
and what does she do? Yeah, what the hell? She's gonna attack you, Gilly. Does 27 hit?
Just barely.
Huh?
Just barely. It does.
Wow, okay. Cool. Unfortunately for you...
Because I charged.
Oh, yeah. You take... So you take 8 damage halved. No, not halved. You take
Minus
8 damage.
4. That's this.
4?
Minus 5, sorry. If it's cold, piercing, or
Okay.
slashing.
Yeah. So you take 3 damage from that, and
Was it piercing?
cold. So 8 minus 5, 3 damage.
I get it double. Like, I get minus 5 from the cold and minus 5 from the piercing, so it could go to 0, I think. Which
Yeah.
portion of the damage is what? If it's half and
Yeah,
half,
no,
I just
you don't take any
damage.
damage from that. You take 14 lightning damage.
Oh, that I do take.
Wow.
And
which
a
I don't have
measly,
mana to deal with.
yeah, and a measly 1 constitution damage.
Which? Nope, that's not the one. That's the one. Does it count as fatigue, disease, whatever? Nope. Okay, that was my question. It was 14, right? So 21.
14 lightning damage. And then you
And
lose 1 constitution. I'll leave you to do
One?
the math there. 1, yeah. It's a d4.
okay.
Keisha. You seen this thing
let's-
swinging wildly. She's bad.
Yeah, we're gonna do shatter again.
All right.
Yay.
Oh boy. Stone the witch.
So
know if
just
she's a
another. That was fortitude save from her.
Okay. Roll the damage.
Blah, blah, blah. 7 again plus 2, so 9 damage to her, and she's stunned.
She saves, so she's not stunned. She takes, I think, 4
okay.
damage.
Mhm.
Yep.
But yeah. Good try though.
Hey, still damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's stunning. Yeah.
Yeah. You had some plans, I could tell.
Shit was going down. Jim, my friend,
Right.
Recharge.
what you got? You're doing a
Since
recharge.
I readied an
Cool.
action, but I didn't move, there's no point in me using it, right?
Wait, I didn't attack.
Do you have anything to throw? I'll let you throw something.
I do have 1 dagger left.
You can throw it.
Well, I will attempt to throw it. Oh boy. 9 plus 7. Does 16 hit?
Nope.
Okay.
Jim recharges. Are you standing where you are, Jim?
No, I'm moving here.
Cool. Sweet. On her turn. Um, you see she's just like swinging wildly at this point, just like in this crazed rage. On her turn, you see her like clench her own fists. You see green blood coming out, and she just like screams, and from her emanates another like explosion of lightning, which almost everybody's out of except for Gilly, from whom I need a fortitude save.
Oh dear.
You can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. 11.
Oh wow, that's a fail. You take 23 lightning damage.
Oh.
And I crumble.
Yeah, like those dry bones in Super Mario.
Yeah.
Do not heal me, please.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
Also,
I can't heal
I'm not
you.
bleeding, so I'm stabilized. I'm not bleeding because I don't bleed, so I'm fine.
What is your HP down to?
-2.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
You guys see the armor just go like splatter on the ground.
Jeez.
And she, I mean, having taken one down, she kind of 2, 3, kind of comes into you guys. That's her turn. Desmond.
All right. Yeah, I have no support to give my fallen Ostian comrade. I don't have the same sort of darkness damage dealing abilities, but in lieu of that,
Actually,
I will
there's no
throw-
way I'm coming back. Just fine.
I don't think.
Supposedly you're now sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just basically you're unconscious until you regain.
Mm-hmm.
You're literally in a cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I
That's
do
exactly
get
where
full
you wanna
benefits, so, yeah.
All right, dagger. I'm doing my thing. It's all I'm really good at, but hey, it's fine. No, I'm out of my cruel daggers. I'm out of my alchemical injection dagger, which I think is still down here.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, I lost track of your daggers, but they're everywhere, kind of.
There's one down here. I think most of them have made it. I think I'm only missing one. I think I have two,
Okay.
3 in her, one like over here, and then the alchemical injection one is over here.
Sure.
All right. But I'm down to my
You
normal
need to
ones.
move
I
a
know.
little. You do need to move a little closer, I think.
Yes. Just trying to stay, if possible, in lone wolf range.
You can take a step back, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can get to Lone Wolf. Like, to be
No, I
within
can't.
9 meters
I
of
can't.
her.
It's
you can't
impossible.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Don't come.
Alright, doesn't matter. I will just go here.
Okay.
And I will
Nam,
throw
wait.
the dagger.
Take a look at the
Yeah.
screen
Battery.
positioning, if you don't mind. Cool.
Nope, that's not gonna
Dude,
hit. That's 15.
that won't do it.
Nope. No, it will not.
At the end of your turn. You can give me a fortitude check, please. 42 save.
I don't want to.
All the things.
Come on. Hey, 18?
Saves. So you take 6 points of lightning damage. As you dodge out of the way of this like one lightning strike, and you see it like stays a little bit there and then goes away. As she sees she missed. Beatrice.
Okay, well, she's right in front of me, so I
Sure
am
is.
going to stab with my foil. Let's see.
Foil her plans.
17
Oh my
plus 17 plus 7, so that's a hit.
That hits.
This GM
Yay.
takes psychic damage.
And then 1d6. 4 plus 8, so 12.
Nice.
Is that enough to take her out? If not, I'm going to...
Please, God.
Haley. Describe to me how you take this thing down.
Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Let's see. I kind of, because she's right in front of me, I hold the foil with 2 hands and kind of just bring it down like the middle of her. Obviously, I can't slice her in half, but as much damage I can do, pulling the entire foil from her head all the way down through her torso.
Excalibur her.
You do that, and you see, like, even as you are opening her up, she's trying to resist it. Like, she's still standing
Oh my gosh.
and try to hold your hands, like, looking at you. But she's just too weak now, and, like, at some point, you take the foil out, and it's as if she doesn't realize that she's done. But she is, like, she goes down to one knee, her green blood smells foul and just like dripping to the floor, and you see the life kind of like leave her, shadows leave her. Her body does not go back to normal, it stays the way it is, and she falls to the side.
Wow.
That was it.
Wow.
She's done.
Are we sure though that the shadows are around?
The
I'd be
shadows in the
hurt.
cave, when she dies, they go into turmoil. And then just kind of like pipe down. And if you look around, you can see, you know, with your dark vision, you can see I mean, you can't see anything, you're down.
I can't see
But-
anything.
But Desmond can see, like, every nook and cranny of this cave now.
Okay.
And you actually see light coming from the entranceway. This thing is down.
Let's
Thank you, Liam,
grab
for the
them.
token.
Let's grab those bones here
Mhm.
and let's leave.
Isn't there still technically more to the cave down this way?
Yeah. Because we are past the time, I'm just gonna say, if you guys want to do an investigation checks,
Yes.
or perception checks,
Sounds like a plan.
Nat 1. I am so tired.
Oh my gosh.
she's just
Keisha
done with
just-
this. She just
Keisha
strides
just
out.
gave up. She
27.
goes over to
Bork.
Gilly's bones.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
investigating my own mortality. again.
27 total.
23 total.
We have a 27,
Cool.
so I won't.
Cool. So, I'll say Bork.
The good boy.
He finds like a little entranceway that you couldn't see before. You actually walk near it. It's close to the beginning of the cave. Over here. And you guys go in and you find some bones in there. One short set of bones, the size of a young dwarven girl. Her bones very contorted. You find another set of bones. It looks to be an adult male, and a third set of bones also seems to be an adult male, but a little bit shorter, which match the descriptions of Damai, Enel, and Egoron. The two lovers and the promised husband that also disappeared. Beatrice finds at the other end of the cave, way up there, some black leather pouches, and
Oh,
just
boy.
like mortar and pestle, and some weird ingredients from tiny animals, and like dirt and some goop. But not much else. You guys kind of scan this cave, and actually the feeling of dread you had when walking in here is kind of gone. Which leads you to think, for now, whatever was here is gone. But leaves the question of where are the other two girls?
Who did it and why?
Do you leave Salia's body there? Do you take it with you? What do you do?
I think we shouldn't take the body to the parents because of how horribly disfigured it is.
Yeah.
I think we
My only-
bury it in the woods and we tell them
Yeah.
that she died and we were too late to save her.
That might be better.
They don't need to know the rest.
I think it would be
My
nice
only-
to bury the remains of the others as well. Finally
Yeah.
put them to rest.
Yeah. Or well, maybe we don't necessarily have to bury them, but that is at least a more presentable thing to take back to
Yeah.
the parents
Well,
than a giant.
and I got
witch
a bit of
monster.
holy water too. I like to sprinkle them in a bit of holy water just to be, a little safe.
I also
Just
wonder
saying.
what the witch I mean, I'm just calling it a witch because of the sort of hag-like nature of the drawing, but what that thing is, and if, like, I mean, I certainly agree, the parents would not want this sort of monstrosity back with them, but
You
I
can
almost wish we
roll.
could get someone to
You
look
can
at
roll
it.
mysticism or religion for me, whoever wants to. I'll
Yeah.
say one thing that I'll cut short for just for time, but as you guys are collecting the bones to go and bury them, one of them wakes up.
What?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
one of them is actually a reborn Ostian, and he actually wakes up like putting up a fight. He's screaming and completely just like
Oh.
fighting you guys. Takes you a while to calm him down and make him realize it's fine. I mean, it's not fine. He's undead now.
I have a talk with him. I sort of explain the rules.
It's
No
very
healing
rough.
potion.
Yeah, it's very rough for him. He's very like distraught, and you can kind of feel his mind isn't quite there. Like he's definitely gone a little crazy.
Do we know which one he is out of the group?
This is Egoron.
Okay.
This is the Kareen, the elemental half genie person. The promised husband, and he's not talking super straight. His mind seems to be gone a bit, but you can gather he saw some crazy shit when he came to find his wife, his promised wife. Keisha, anybody else roll anything?
No, I would have left it to Keisha. She seems
Yeah.
to be the most knowledgeable
Okay.
person to examine this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
After going through all of this, you remember like stories you heard as a kid, like kind of like legends, really like things to scare kids, and you heard about witches. Now there are many kinds of witches, but you heard about the bad kind of the witches. The spiritual monsters that disguise themselves as old ladies, and
Oh.
there are many types of stories. There are the stories of the old ladies that try to attract children and consume their flesh. There are stories of scarier stories, more adult stories of witches that trap adventurers and make them go crazy and consume their minds. And you there are less stories, but you have also heard stories of witches that eat souls. These are the scariest kinds of witches. There are stories that go around that these kinds of witches manipulate and plan and manipulate hundreds of events that take 100 years to unfold. Stories of these witches that manipulate groups of heroes to try and make them worthy heroes so that their souls are tastier for them. And you're not sure what kind of witch you just dealt with because it matches multiple descriptions. And you're not sure if, these are like just legends, kids' legends. Maybe they're all just one kind of witch. Maybe this is a different kind of witch. You're really not sure what just happened. But it fits some of the descriptions. You're not sure why a child changed into it. You're not sure if it was, some sort of spawn that then hatched or changed into itself, or if it was forced into being something else. All these questions are gonna be hanging in your mind probably for many years. Yeah, you guys can bury everybody. I guess you take Egron with you to the town.
Can I also use? I have create elements, and I would want to use it to. I think I can make, like, create like a mound or earth or something like that to seal the entrance to the cave.
Sure. Yeah, you can. You guys can pile some stuff too, and try to block it, like with dead branches and stuff. But okay, you guys block the entrance.
Yeah.
As you guys walk out with piles of bones and a new walking bone, you see Atalad with the boy, right, with Grandmore,
We saved one.
who
Technically, true.
Who sees you guys coming out without Salia and like immediately starts crying. He knows what happened. You guys go back to town and explain as much as you want to the parents, kind of to the town, but actually, yeah, how much do you explain?
Well, before we even get around other people, I probably would have wanted us to try to do some kind of check to like try to examine him to see if there's maybe some of that residual stuff. I don't know if there's anything that would have attached itself to him, and I would be concerned it's like a virus.
Wow. Good idea. I'll write it down. Careful with what you say to a GM. You kind of expect him a little bit. He's a little bit in shock, so you don't get much resistance anyway. And you have enough time. You're not in a rush anymore. There's a very faint magical, aura that kind of dissipates by the time you're back in town. Like probably whatever charm was on him is gone. And he doesn't. He looks very distraught, very sad, still crying, kind of like doesn't really understand what happened to him and why it happened to him, but he just sits like a kid. There's nothing worrying you, no feeling, no like bad feeling, no weird shadows playing around him. Yeah, feels like a normal kid.
Traumatized.
You should go to Granny's, get anything checked out, see if she can give you some sort of comfort. Your parents weren't home, right?
No, they left.
Stay with her for a couple days. You lean on your community. I would be careful what you tell people, though, because people can react badly to things they don't understand. If anything, I'd say you planned to run away, and she got caught in... She tripped, she fell, she got caught in a pit. There were some plants. You did everything you could, but when we all came to help you guys, it was too late.
Well, the parents might do bad things to me if she died because of me.
It was her idea. You were trying to bring her back. You were trying to convince her to come back.
Yeah, give me diplomacy checks, or actually, this would be, what is it called? Trickery?
Trickery, yeah.
Well, I rolled well on that. Everything that's not me not dying. I'm thievery. Trickery. Yeah, I don't add anything to that. So straight 18 on that.
That's pretty good. I mean, they're just peasants.
Yeah.
Who rolled low. And yeah, you were able to appease, the crowd, explain that story. They seem to buy it. They're very upset, especially Dothan and Gina don't understand like what what the hell was up with like illusions. Like she never had magic before. You guys go to Granny's house. She's not there. In fact, you don't find Granny.
Yeah, she
came.
the witch.
Yeah.
Dun,
She
dun,
came.
Um,
Didn't she come to the town like somewhat recently?
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
But I
she
think
did
she
come
gave
into
us
town.
potions.
She came into town after
first-
Lisa had already disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
That Jim, the thing at the back of your hand before clicks for you on the way to, or in town. That's when you and Keisha were together doing stuff, was when you went to visit Granny by yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not sure how or when she could have sneaked a healing potion into your jackets, but who knows? You
She
look around
wanted
in her
to give us
stuff.
a better chance to fight her.
You look around in her shack and you find cookies, freshly baked today. Earlier in the day, just laying there in a pile, like in a little, like, as if she knew somebody was coming. Some of her books are gone, but not much else seems to be missing. And you find like well, this is very dramatic music. You looking around, you do find things that are spell components that aren't really used, for like, it's not like stuff for healing salves. It's stuff for like maybe healing potions.
She
Alright.
lied to me. She lied to me. She said she didn't know anything about magic.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
about it. I mean, you guys are left
Okay.
with many questions.
Mm-hmm.
You're free to go back to, Dolphin. Dolphin writes a letter for you guys in his own handwriting saying you helped, so that you can clear your debt with the tavern owner in Pumbador if you so wish to, go back.
I have a
And
question. Am I still a pile of bones or?
Do you guys spend a night?
I set you out. I like put like a cot and I just set your bones out in the starlight.
Yeah, I sleep next to him on
Thank you,
on the ground.
Cool. Yes, you do come back the next day.
Yeah.
Yay!
I mean, in theory, how much did you? Oh no,
Yeah,
you
no, I
minus
do.
2.
Yeah,
Yeah, you come back at
I
1.
did that.
You come back in 1. But yeah,
Yay.
next day you guys wake up and the pile of bones is now standing and armored again.
Yay.
Much to
Does,
the surprise of many people in the village.
Does our constitution go back?
We'll find out.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, all right.
Please leave these things noted down.
Oh, okay.
The original values and the
Yes, I
not
did,
original
yeah.
values. But that's it for this adventure for this group.
Oh boy.
Thank you so much for joining us, for sticking around, for fighting this dark hag, or whatever kind of hag she was. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Guys, you guys are amazing.
Thank you, Alex. Seriously.
Well, thank you guys.